Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be creating the world's easiest background. Super easy. So, to create this background, all we need is some black gesso and our journal. I'm working in my craft journal, but you can do this in any journal. And basically I'm just painting a strip across the middle. I like using black gesso because it's so matte. You could do this in any colour, but I really wanted to have a really strong, just neutral black and white background. So once you have dried your paint, which doesn't take very long, especially if you've got a heat gun, I'm just going to write a quote across the background. And I'm just going to keep repeating the quote until I'm finished. This one's two heads are better than one because the image I am using is of two people. So this quote would work. But if I had a bird image, I might find a bird quote. If I was doing Christmas image, it might be lyrics from a Christmas carol. You could use this technique in anything that you do. And if you don't like your own handwriting, well, you can stamp out writing in the background. But you're just pretty much creating a really simple background with some words in it on a solid color block. Simple as that. Seems ridiculous how easy it is, but I really like the look of it. So the image I've got here is from an Australian magazine called Womankind. I'll put the links in the description box below. Obviously you can get magazine collages from anywhere. It could be figures from a fashion magazine, it could be out of a National Geographic, depending on what image you want to do. And then I'm just going in and trimming up the image so it fits on the page. When I'm doing something like this, you'll notice I sort of planning either putting the feet on the bottom or doing what I've done. So by doing that, I'm grounding my image to the page, and that's really important. So if I had something like this, I'd never have those figures just floating in midair. It always needs to be touching an edge or two edges in this case to make it make sense. So the fact that we don't see their feet doesn't really matter because our brains are pretty good at imagining they have to be standing on the floor. But if our brains see their feet floating in midair, it suddenly doesn't make sense to us. So if you're looking at your pages and thinking, why doesn't that quite look right? It might be because you've got some floating images that you need to ground in some way. Once I have finished, I am just going over my magazine image with my white pen and adding in some doodles over the top. Now in this case, these are got beautiful flowery lined patterns on their dresses. I'm just drawing over the top of them. Really rough and ready. I am not being careful with how I'm doing this. They are very scribbly. It's just to add in a little bit of extra detail on the page. Again, you don't have to do that. They're beautiful images in their own right, but it is nice adding, I suppose, something of yourself. Even if you are drawing over the top of the lines, it's just you adding something to the image, which I really like. So even if it's sort of adding a little bit of the hair, helps sort of frame it up a little bit. So super simple. I'm using the Posca paint pen to do this because it's acrylic paint in a pen form. You can use gel pens and so on. I just find I have more success using the paint pens. So here's the final image. Really simple. You can see how scribbly my lines are. You can see how bold my letters are in the background. But this technique in particular would be one that could be really easily created on a birthday card, Christmas card, scrapbooking page, anything you can think of. It's super simple, but really effective and really bold. And it's a great way to put quotes in the background of a page to balance out your focal images. So I hope you have a go at it. Try it out in some different colours, but black and white's always a winner. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.